Mama, 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 mama. Mama. Udo, mama, mama, mama. This is the Master Prophet, young Joshua Yawins, the wicked one of the Biafran people, Biafran spiritual leader, the prophet and the founder of the new Igbo Biafran indigenous religion, Rafana. Ụbọchị taa 28th of February 2023. And today is the first Monday after the Nigerian election, and the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is still in custody. Today my caption says Nigerian election and IPOB. During the election, I have always made it clear I don't like Abaraka Zoala. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was not in detention, I said it. I don't like Abaraka Zoala. I don't like Abaraka Azoala. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu controls the Biafran land, and he has to take it to the bank. He has to take it to the ballot box. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must rule the land directly or through proxy. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, must rule Biafran land whether directly or through proxy. Direct or indirect, should rule the land. More water, he should rule the land. You should take it to the bank. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be the kingmaker in the land, or it's a waste of energy and time. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu cannot control the Biafran land only on sit at home, oh, everybody, I got to rule. Oh, everybody sit at home. Na Biafran land. Governors na-ebu ego na Biafran land. Mani ga-eme ihe ndọrọndọrọ inwere onwe. Ihe inwere wonane slippers. Either Mazen Nnamdi Kanu rule the land, or you forget everything about IPOB. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu controls the land. Rule the land directly or through proxy. Now, ana esikwe n'ụtọ ahụrụ amata ụtọ nshi. Ana esi n'ụtọ ahụrụ amata ụtọ nshi. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu rule the land, controls the land, but doesn't rule the land. Onye ọzọ na-achị. It's just like a lọrọ nwaanyị. Nwoke ọzọ na-aga arịa elu na-amụrụ na gị nwa. Ọ bụghị na ị ga-amụtali nwa, but maybe you know ha around onye ọzọ na-arị nwaanyị gị elu. Mgbe ị ga-alọta before ga-alọta 2 or 3 days nwaanyị ga-adịla ime already. It is stupid. It is waste of my time as the awakened one. It is waste of my energy, and I will not spend time with that bullshit. I call it bullshit. Abaraka and azala. Yes, it and one year Jemen here. Every year, no election. It is waste of time. First of all, I want to say shame to all the people that have been campaigning no election in Biafran land. It shows that they lack knowledge and wisdom. Shame on all of them. Mo Simon Ekpao, Mo Undo to DOS, shame on all of them. Number one, they have no understanding. Had it been there was massive sit at home in Biafran land, Mazen Nandekano would have been blamed. Peter Obi will blame Mazen Nandekano for stopping him to win the presidency outright, or stopping him from becoming president. The Igbo politicians will never forgive IPOB and Mazen Nandekano. Oh, we had an opportunity for an Igbo man to be president. Mazen Nandekano and his well, I don't want to use the word. I want to say Mazen Nandekano and his men or his people sabotaged their own brother. Do you know how they are going to turn this thing around? Oh, it's because of Nandekano. That's why the Igbo people did not vote. That's why there was no election in all the whole Biafran land. And then Tinubu won the election outright. As we are talking about it now, it will look nothing. But in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when we begin to suffer, when we begin to cry, everybody in Nigeria will say, it is the fault of Nandekano, it is the fault of IPOB. And now, I thank Chukwuokike Abiyama that it appears that in our effort on the ground, you see, sometimes we don't come out and say, go and blow this, go and do this, go and do this, because people want to pump themselves in case obituary of Mazen Nandekano. We don't do those things. The family of Mazen Nandekano, including I, we don't come out and say, go and do this just because we want to open our mouth so that people will be sending us money. We calm down, know the mind of Mazen Nandekano, and work according to his instructions. 99.9% of everything Kanu does or do, I'm not saying his tweets, but most of these tweets, he writes them because he knows the mind of Mazen Nandekano. That's why he writes them. I can assure you that. Any tweet Mazen Nandekano writes, I'm not saying 100%, at least 80%. He's writing them because he knows what Mazen Nandekano says and wants. Or I can say, every tweet Kanonta writes, he's writing them because he knows what Mazen Nandekano wants, period. Quote me anywhere. Today is 28th of February. Mazen Nandekano would have been blamed for causing Peter Obi not to win Lagos because the IPOB people did not vote. Nandekano would have been blamed for, and they would have used that opportunity to rig the election. They would have used that opportunity to rig the election. Let me tell you, it is men who made strategy, who create strategy. And it is also a man who will change that strategy. There is nothing like, I said it, this is how this thing is going to be. And then you have to, no, we are not going to. A man is meant to change. Sometimes, change your mind. Change your strategy. Sit at home is perfect. Is good. But not all the time. And you can make it a sit at home, and ya this is iberibe. Ya uze iberibe sit at home. And Nde Biafra will not like it anymore. Every time I call us sit at home. Election. Our brother, an Igbo man, for the first time, accepted by even Yorubas, people on the streets. And some idiots are saying to Biafran people, boycott the election. Sit at home. Because you have no brain. The only thing you are doing so that you can pump yourself up, so that when they kill Nnamdi Kanu, then you're going to take over. And God forbid, you're only projecting yourself in case of the death of the Supreme Commander Nnamdi Kanu. None of these people who say no election in Biafran land has the backing of Nnamdi Kanu. They never even sent a message to Nnamdi Kanu. Chike Doziem for the past 6 months has never sent a message to Nnamdi Kanu. Chike Doziem for the past 6 months have never sent a message to Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa has never sent a message to Nnamdi Kanu apart from when he was working with Ojofo. And that might be first 6 months of this rendition. And whatever message he sends, Ojofo will not say Simon Ekpa sent this message. Ojofo might say it to Nnamdi Kanu, but not telling him that Simon Ekpa said it. Because if he said Simon Ekpa said it, Nnamdi Kanu will not listen. I'm telling you, Nnamdi Kanu will not listen. Because Nnamdi Kanu knows that Simon Ekpa is destroying. Simon Ekpa chige ya na nsogbu. Simon Ekpa mega aka ya eshihi ike. Nnamdi Kanu knows that. He knows that. That's why you just say, happen here, you have blown him, happen here, lepon here, yeah, meme, you make. Just bunny and get. Today, you have seen because we apply wisdom. Go and vote. Magacho he vote, one get. You got put some of all these idiots. This apocryphal, they are still saying no vote in election, no vote in Biafran land. Why are you voting for? Why are you voting for? Number one, IPOB, our brother. Let me tell you, I have 2 reasons of saying, 2 or 3 reasons of saying go and vote. Number one, I like him Abaraka Zala. I want to rule the land. I want Nnamdi Kanu to rule the land directly or through proxy, or be the kingmaker. If not, all these things, all this debt all over the place is a waste. Yeah, only Pepper Tiger alone. I don't like that. Number 2, Ozoki Beya. Nnamdi Kanu no n'aka ndị iro. And ọ dịka na ihe ga-awụ presidential decision ịhapụ Nnamdi Kanu. Ihe wụ otu ihe eji na-eme because the court enwe ihe ọzọ ha ga-eme. Unless the last day of this administration who's onye ọbụla sị na ya na-achị, which we don't know. Munikesi ngwa release ye kwuhie ihe ga-awụ presidential decision. Ị chọrọ ka ọ wụrụ Jagavan ga-make that decision, because Jagavan and his men will still be the ones that has been keeping Nnamdi Kanu there. Then ha ga-eme ihe shere ike mo. Why not be nwanne anyị onye Igbo ga na-aga ehumilate Nnamdi Kanu, gasị ya nwanne ihe mere garị mma, were compensation ngwa ị chọrọ ịpụ pụọ, ị chọrọ ịnọ n'obodo nọ release ya. Si ya ndo ihe mere ya. Ndo ihe akọrọ ya. Ndo embarrassment. Ndo loss of time. That is ihe Peter Obi ga-eme. This is how people reason. Otu people thinks. Not nde ụbụrụ ha nọ ha n'ime ike. There is nothing that they can. When ihe ha nwere n'isi ha. Tell me uru enwetere na go and sit at home in Biafran land for the election. Elu uru enwere. Maybe 10, 20, 30 or 40 people nwụrụ maka ihe ya. Ele ihe ọzọ enwetere. Even in the hometown of Peter Obi, gonna asking them mother to sit at home. One neha zoga for presidency. Kasi sit at home. Let me tell you something. When Mazen Nandekano was there, I said it, go and vote Buhari out. If IPOB don't vote, Mazen Nandekano's behind will be on the chopping board. IPOB behind will be on the chopping board. I said it, it came to pass. Had it been Mazen Nandekano was out, and Peter Obi is still presidential candidate, and IPOB is saying no election, I will not support that. I will not support that. I will still come out and say what I'm saying today. Go and vote. Now, you, Mazen Nandekano, controls Biafran land. Why don't you appoint? Why don't you bring candidates? Have candidates on the ground. Mwete obi mata gina ha achima. Ha na achi na akpira gị. Onwe kemere ihe ga kpọọ ya na phone si ya stop that bullshit. Anyị na-enweta ihe ndị anyị chọrọ. Anyị na-enweta ihe ndị anyị chọrọ. Ọwụ enwe ihe anyị nwere. Ọ naanị slippers. Yeseti ụmụnna anyị were slippers na catapult. Mazen Nandekano must. He controls Biafran land. He must rule the land directly or through proxy. And he must be the kingmaker. If it's not the kingmaker, then it's a waste of energy and time. That is my policy. If Mazen Nandekano comes out, maybe he came out on Saturday and said no election, I will say, go and vote. Because it's a waste of time, a waste of energy. No election. Somebody is going to rule. Why not we? Mwetendekani. Mwe like a Baribe. Mwe like a governor that can boldly come out and speak like Wike. Encourage you instead of it destabilize you. And mwe like Wike 2 or 3. And when you have choga, I na game with it. Nyende Jermaine Drondri one. So that yes, at that time, because Israel again any shishi. Israel again butre nani anything. Why not? Even senators like Abaribe. Aneshebe nwete. Neshebe nwete. Aneshebe nwete. O asi ha ụzọ aba governor. Mazen Nandekano ekwu na radio. O gịnị mere eji arụbe ya? O gịnị mere eji arụbe before na ekwu na 1 year anọ na dị ụzọ. No. Anya just wụrụ, oh hele Biafra, oh hele Biafra, oh hele Biafra. Abaraka azala onye jiji na akoroji. And I will not do that. I repeat, had it been Mazen Nandekano came out on Thursday and said no election, I will not support him. I will. The next day I will say, go and vote. Because achọma gbara aka azọ ala. And ị ga-eme ndọrọndọrọ nwere onwe one day? The answer is yes. Enidiri ihe eji eme ihe. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu or control Biafran land, yes. Then take it to the bank. Only sit at home. Every year, you control the land. Orun election, sit at home. How manipulate election? We must take it to the bank. Or Onobala Kanu lawyer. We must take it to the bank. You will not understand it. Fools will not understand. But when you understand what I'm talking about, that you control the land, but you are not ruling. Hamas control where they are, and they are ruling. Where is Abbas today? Mohammed Abbas. He is in one area. The other people are ruling. We should and must take it to the bank. And I'm praying, I am projecting that IPOB will be the president. I am praying and I'm projecting that it will come to pass. Because I think releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have to be something that will be presidential decision. So that if this government fail to make that decision, then the next person that's going to make that decision, let it be our brother IPOB. Well, some of all these people don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. That's why they are talking about sit at home. Don't vote, no election. Everybody stay at home. Or maybe if we vote, if IPOB wins, then we're not going to have Biafra again. You don't have brain. Biafra is not coming this year. How many days did the autopilot said that there is a countdown for Biafra to come? How many days are remaining? 5 days or 6 days? Biafra will not come this year. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out this month or next month or in 2 months or in 3 months, Biafra has not come. Biafra is not going to come in 1 year. It's not going to come in 2 years. 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Biafra is not going to come in 1 year. It's not going to come in 2 years. Biafra is not going to come this year. So if you like, hit your head to the ground 100 times. Biafra is not coming this year. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, doesn't mean that Biafra has come. I will tell this story because I think my time is up. They went to the one of our brother from I think Italy or Spain traveled to Biafran land during the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first imprisonment. And he traveled and he went to ask the gods of the land whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be alive or are they going to kill him. The gods of the land said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be alive and he will come out of prison. And then they said, but the reason that they came, okay, come so anymore. Na ihe mere ni ha ko bia wo ka ha jụ ajụjụ ma anyị ga-enwere onwe. The more nọ there, arụsị nọ nga asị ha nno nwere onwe. Ele onye nno ga-efe. Ele onye nno ga-akpọkọ. Ọwụ ha onye ọcha. Lano. Bro ni hen no na dey ready. Our people are not ready here. If you like, gather Archbishop of Canterbury, Tikoya, Pope, Nambaka. Let them pray. Read chaplet. It will not change anything. One bit from this side or the other side. If you like, call Oleadepo, all the whole pastors. Like Odumeje, Tikona Haonyeze, Jesus. Let them pray. They cannot change 1 minute from here to here. There are some prayers that we make. I have to say this before I continue. I'm going to, one of these days, I'm going to make a consecration and remove all the whole spell that I put on Simon Eba. The remaining one. The reason is that he sent a positive vibes on me when he's not supposed to. And I also responded by trying to send back the vibes to him, trying to renew my mind. I didn't want to come out and make, say something that something is going to, knock me down. So I am waiting and listening. And then it happens when I wanted to, because I saw that DOS had become a mad cow or a mad dog, that there is no way Chikeduzem will make a U-turn and begin to respect Mazen Nandekano. And I have seen that Akpakaratingom, the church card media warrior, has crossed the line. They have insulted Mazen Nandekano's mother, insulted the father, insulted Mazen Nandekano, insulted Kanonta, insulted the fine boy, insulted the other sister, insulted the divine mother. Also, they are working one. They will not make a U-turn. They have crossed the line. And as I look, I see that Chikeduzem is now a vegetable that cannot make a decision. I said, okay, I'm going to support. So even I didn't discuss with Kanonta. Normally, everything that I say, I don't discuss with him. I said that I'm going to send a positive jab to Simon Eba to make him to stand, to even overthrow DOS. That I'm going to support him directly, but I also plan that I'm going to call him on phone to tell him I don't want violence. I planned, honestly speaking, I planned that I will call him on phone and tell him I don't want violence. Then I'm going to send him a powerful, positive jab to make him to, even to be the one that's, even my also plan is that I'm going to speak to Kanonta about it, to ask him to soften his mind on Simon Eba. Because I know I can do all those things. I sat down, I said, let me send a positive vibe to Simon Eba. I couldn't. My leg, my mouth, everywhere was so, as if somebody tied me. I wanted to write a caption because I don't know what to say till I turn on the camera. So what I do is just to write the caption and then I begin to speak. I don't write down what I'm going to say. I don't know what to say. Only write my caption and then things that I will say will come to the caption. I said, which caption am I going to write? It took me 4 hours. I was unable. I said, okay, I will do it next week, Saturday. On Monday, boom, I received a message. Somebody sent me a message. Watch that Simon Eba has created Biafran money with his head. I said, what? He created Biafran money with his head and put Azonka. Let me tell you. In the next 100 years, you cannot talk about Mazen Nandekano without talking about the powerful woman that is with him. You can never talk about the supreme commander of the indigenous people of Biafra from now to the next 100 years without talking about a powerful woman that has been on his side. Nene. Anybody that is writing the history of IPOB from now to the next 100 years that he didn't mention Madam Nene, you are butchering the history. You are not being fair to the next generation. Nene is the backbone of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And you don't put her head on the money. Then you put Azoka. Who is Azoka? Azoka was one of the people that wanted to overthrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Azoka was the first woman who said, we are not going to listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from dungeon. I heard the voice recording. Then you put the head of Azoka. When I watched this thing, I said, Chineke. And again, they said they were creating cryptocurrency. I said, what? And I saw Simon Ekpa has now created a logo. Created his own logo and stamp, everything. So I said, he's planning for a rainy day. This he has insurance policy in case the obituary of Nnamdi Kanu. I said, I will not support him. I watched this thing. I listened to the video. I listened to what the guy is trying to say. I listened to when he said that Azuka asked me to stop, and this person asked me to stop. That the people that they're working with, that they are not happy. I said, oh, Simon Ekpa has beginning to plan insurance policy in case of obituary of the Supreme Commander Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he's putting Biafran head, because he's the one piloting the affairs of Biafra. He's putting Azoka's head, that him and Azoka are the one piloting Biafra. I said, no. Immediately, no, I said, no, I'm not going to give him that support. So now, this coming March, because of Simon Ekpa sent a positive vibe to me, I will return that vibe back to him. And I was also listening to when that guy said that 7 months ago or 8 months ago, that Simon Ekpa was sick. Simon Ekpa was sick. That they were praying and praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. Your prayer to the white man, thou cannot move here or here, because that energy doesn't exist. And all those people that are making that prayer, they don't have before somebody can speak something in the prophetic for the power to do something, do this or do good or do bad, you will be called. Or happening here na church and I got Bible school, I will just brainwashing. Ije Bible school, I won't have a na-ewu reverend fada awụ na agwụ kpọrọ gị, ị ga-ewere na mmụọ nọ gị n'ime, a ga-enwe mmụọ na-agwụ ihe ndị ọcha butere, ndị ewu just brainwashing. Then because of mmụọ hụ na gị ime gị kwuo okwu something kpọrọ gị aback up, ma ewu Muslim, ma ewu it doesn't matter, ị ga-enwere na agbara kpọrọ gị oku ọ chukwu n'ala nnọ. N'ala Igbo wu nke anyị wu chukwu, enwere ndị mmiri, enwere agụ isi, enwere ndị eniwe anọ n'ogi n'ime kpọrọ gị oku, ikwu okwu ya back up. It has nothing to do with this iberibe ndị ọcha na-ezuzugharị. So that pastor said they prayed for Simon Ekpa, and then he was recovered. No, he wasn't recovered. Simon Ekpa sent a positive vibe by asking his people to go and subscribe to my channel, which I'm not monetizing the channel. So I demonetize myself. But I welcomed that positive vibe. Because of that, I get one or two things Gigi Keshin on my own. But the Wopchabem, the rest. On him and the Simon Baji went on way. I want those idiots, they prayed. They pray what? When I do something, oh, my Pope, 100 of you people cannot change anything. Unless I'm only broke. Then I was in the UK, Kakem, or ya walk. We prayed. They didn't pray nothing. Go and sit down. Your prayer can't move here and there. But Pope, but Oyakilomi, but let them, they cannot change one bit from here to here with onyocha and one onyocha pump and anaya pump. Because those things has no energy. So this coming month, I'm going to remove everything. Simon, I will remove them. I will agana many. Say na akama pona. Yemene men hobla or like China because he has sent a positive vibe and I have to return it back to him. But that doesn't mean that I will not talk about him. I will send those things out, release him. Yemene men hobla. The reason MG men him mene actually divide yana nelofebu. Simon Ekpa and Nelofebu were a powerful force, and now they are no longer together. So Simon Ekpa alone can't do anything. So I will remove it finally, the final ones. But that doesn't mean that I will not talk about him. I will still talk about him, but I would have been happier. Let me tell you. I would have been happy if Simon Ekpa focus on radio, focus on Nigeria, focus on Henine na criticize her na Nigeria, Henine, Wopaka na violent. Mazen Nandi Kano Johnny Asi, Neacho violent, Acho Konyo Blanc. Barrister Loy, Ejimako, Jimoji, na Mazen Nandi Kano Kuria, no see, Ajurumia, Joya. Osika kwasho yase ne ajo na me 2 times mazen na ndeka no osanye kwasho yase ne ajo nkwashi ne ajoro do to the extent yase ESN pull back withdraw, so there is no need ime anything agaje bu mmadu ya una Simon Ekpa wopra aka na that one wopra aka na Icho ime overthrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by creating his own logo, creating a cryptocurrency, putting his head on Biafran money, shows that Oplano ga Mazen Nnamdi Kanu pota ya reta. Oplano ga Mazen Nnamdi Kanu pota ya challenge. And as I have declared, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu pota Simon Ekpa ga challenge. And recently, when the police may arrest Koya plan all the 10. Okay, a merchant arrest you. Only handy breaking news. Simon Ekpa is being arrested. Anya here, Aproya, Tia na moto. A Brusha computer, or an office came in or no law. I don't know. Yauru office, I give brew private computer. Yauru no law, I give brew private computer. Burie Jeme, Kacheki. Now, I send around a picture. Mbo, 3 people running. You don't know. Simon Ekpa senior no as a lawyer. Your mama or Jenny ebe mege ndoji arrest. Ye Jenny c'était that picture. You never know. So a picture mbo ndo chapo ya. Onye sere the picture. Ogin monya any hani breaking news. Oh onye ocha police sere the picture. After enyezi Simon Ekpa onye tine na social media. The only person that benefited from that breaking news was Simon Ekpa. The only person benefited from that arrest, that so-called arrest, is Simon Ekpa. That thing has made his profile to be high. Now, Yawurun mo no there. Henkeremeu zoom see in a live camera. Simon Ekpa is being arrested. Sere picture in the police of Oyane. Zine, okay. Police were boy, I couldn't handcuff. A boy ka big man. Ele moto hedge. Oyanya ga moto ye. Invitation na Germany. Police can come and invite you. Police aga bia. Borogi Germany. Police ga say come this day, come this day. Derega akwụkwọ sị gị bịa. But that thing looks like arrest. Ekwesịrị itinye aka n'azụ. Ekwesịrị ijide ya aka. Ofu onye kwesịrị ịnọ left and right. No, I just happy ya na-aga ka big man. That's nlecha no. Nye awụhụ otu police na Europe na-eje eme. Ele computer ya. Na akpọrọ ya jee maybe 2 hours or 3 hours. I say don't promote violence in Nigeria. A release here, boy, I read the picture. Tinye, who are you fooling? Onye ki ji brain ya ngakam. Onye ki ji brain ya ngakam. Immediately, what am I? A picture. Oh, Simon Ekpa and this and this. All those things which are job. Ano. Teacher picture. No way. Oh, they promote. Simon Ekpa is trying to challenge the Supreme Commander, Mazen Nandekan. And I'm not going to allow him. I'm not going to work with him to help him to overthrow Supreme Commander. I will not do that. I will be talking. But I will not put spell on him anymore. The spell that I put on him already, I will dismantle them. Because it's of no use. Okay? Nyemde umne nishia me wopia. It's of no use. This month, I will do it. It's of no use. But I will not support him. And the other things that he has been accused in Biafran land, creating violence in Biafran land, against the order of Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano shike, the week. And the next day, TV interview. He planned all those things. We planned the thing before the election just to bring his profile up. Had it been the police arrested him and kept him for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month, will he say that I've been held for 1 month, I've been held for 2 days, I've been held for 3 days? No. We didn't know when they arrested him. We didn't know when they released him. Maybe they kept him for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. We didn't know. But the only thing that we knew that they arrested him and they released him. Onye get those news. Onye breaking that news. And the CTOB Ndoji Ebuhi there. So elo onye woptaga those news. Who favored? Onye beneficiary from all those information. Simon Ekpa and Simon Ekpa alone. He's doing all those things to challenge Mazen Nandekano. And when Mazen Nandekano comes, he will surely challenge him. But that time, the autopilot people, at least 90%, is going to abandon him. And the Biafran people are going to tell him that he's nobody. And after that, I don't think he's going to have job again in Finland, because his job as a translator, he has been doing it with Nigerian people. So no Igbo person that's going to go to him. So he's really going to destroy his legacy in the country, in that area. He's going to destroy his reputation, because people will not trust him anymore. I wanted to say reputation. Okay? Because they will not trust him. They will say, oh, this guy is Sabo. Nobody will trust him. No IPOB member will go to him and say, come and translate for us. I thank God that it appeared that officially our people voted. But not everybody voted. I wished they voted a massive number to allow P2B to win. If P2B win, a good news for Mazen Nandekano. If P2B win, it is a good news for Mazen Nandekano. I saw Tinubu. He said, don't allow P2B to win, because if P2B win, he will put seaport in the east, and the Igbos will go. A Yoruba man is saying that an Igbo man cannot reason. Now, if Peter B win and put seaport in Biafran land, is it not a win-win? Our brothers, he said that Igbo people are now, they're going to stop building houses in Lagos. Then they will go home. Ihe na-achọ obiabe. Enwe seaport, viable seaport na Biafran land. Ihe niile anyị na-achọ Chineke obotobe ebere dani. So that enwe hinde rianga anyị chọrọ ya bata n'ala anyị. Use your brain. Use your brain. You cannot reason. You don't know something may change in the prophetic. Because use your brain. I gotta go. My time is up. I thank Chukwukika Abiyama, and I'm projecting, still praying that they will not be able to manipulate the election. The election, but but one thing that I'm happy that they will not blame Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government will not blame Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The elite in Igbo land will not blame Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. P2B will not blame Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because we on the ground, we have tried to. I know how many calls I made with somebody which I'm not gonna call the name, to push everywhere to tell people don't do any shit. I made that call. I called somebody who is capable, and they made that calls over that week. Don't do anything. Let people go and vote peacefully. You don't know. You think everything is just oh hell Biafra, oh hell Biafra. But we know the button to press. And I thank Chukwukika Abiyama that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not be blamed if Peter B did not win. I thank you. Chukwugozionu. I have no problem with Simon Ekpa. I would have worked with him to ditch GDOS and Chikedozium. But for the fact that he's creating his own logo, creating cryptocurrency, creating his head on Biafran money. Had it been he did it like play, put the name on, put a lot of people's pictures and this and that, you know, or the whole people like play. But no, they're projecting something without Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Projecting that a possibility that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be killed, projecting the obituary of the Supreme Commander, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So I cannot support him. But I no longer have any beef with Simon Ekpa. But physically and spiritually, I don't have. So I'm going to do it officially to set him free. Ekelene mono. Adrono nama. Chukwugozionu. Ekpere mbu ka Supreme Commander Mazen Nnamdi Kanu pụta n'udo na ahụisi ike. Eji m ohere na-ekele Maazị Ejiasị ọnụ n'ube nwanne agbala ọsọ. Anọ m na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gara doctor, gaa hụ doctor, and kwere na ndị nọ na America na-take care of all those bills. You know, ihe niile ka zoo na-enwetacha. Ekelene m Maazị Ejiasị na ndị otu ya. Ekelene m High Chief Ogbuefi na ndị otu ya. Ekelenekwe m Barrister Lawyer Ejimakor na ndị otu ya. Ọwụ onye ke na-enye counter information. Ihe ọbụla Kanu nta kwuru, this idiot Barrister Ifeanyi Ojiofo ewere counter information na-enye ndị akpọkara tingom. Chineke ga-akpọ ya ọkụ. Ekelene m Barrister Lawyer Ejimakor nke ukwuu. Chineke gọzie ya. Ekelene m nwanyị kara aka kajara akaja. Madam Nene anya with the backbone of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without talking about a great woman. Kuno ya nazo. Nene anya. ana m asị Chineke mee ka nye ụmụ Biafra nwaanyị kara aka kajara akaja dịka nne ya anya, nwaanyị eji eje mba, nwaanyị eji eje mba. Chineke ala Igbo na-agbaghara aghara. Chineke gozie madam nne ya anya, protect ya. Etu ha na-achọrọ ya everywhere. Chikedozie m na ndị otu ya na Germany gara aga hijack akaụntụ IPOB, shi na-azụ na-aga create a new credit card. Chineke mebere madam nne ya anya atọ ụta that letter. Weta the letter. Ọ gara n'ọfịs that day, awụrụ that day ka the letter batara. Ya tope ya hụ na akọlọ na for a new credit card without telling her. This thing never happened when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there. Chikedozie has destroyed everything in IPOB. Chikedozie is truly a mess. It looks like after all this thing Chikedozie has done, then when you see Uchemefo, you will say Uchemefo is surely an angel. Truly, Uchemefo is an angel. I wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring back Uchemefo, even if to serve for 1 month or 2 months, to stabilize this family. I would have been happy. Chineke gozie no. Ndewo. Ị ga-ahụ ihe ga-eme na Nigeria. Ọ ga-awụzi IPOB ga-eme. Peter Obi luzuo, ala ga-agbaghara aghara. Ugbu a wụzi Nnamdi Kanu. Ugbu a wụzi IPOB. Ọ ga-awụzi ndị Nigeria. From north to south. Everywhere ga-agbaghara aghara. Do you understand? But some idiots claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu but they are waiting for his obituary, wanted to create problem in Biafran land. They won.